After a combined 17 hours flight time and a loss of 8 hours in our new time zone in Arusha, Tanzania, we finally arrived at our first lodging, the Moivaro Lodge on the outskirts of Arusha. As tired as we were, the excitement of our new surroundings was enough stimulus to keep us awake to explore around the facilities. Having done so, I'd say all of us were quite impressed with the accommodations, as well as the layout of the buildings and the lush botanical and jungle-like surrounding property. The more than ample dining tables and eating areas, combined with the congregation areas outside and inside, were quite impressive as well. A maze of narrow gravel pathways lined with lush vegetation and trees led to mostly hidden cabins that was to be our lodgings in the evening. Upon entering our cabins, one of the first things we noticed was flower petals strategically placed around each room, demonstrating to us that extra special human gesture of "Welcome, traveler." And then there were the monkeys. They lived among the trees on the property and seemed to have no reservations about making public appearances from time to time, which not only made us smile, but also take their pictures, reminding us that we were not in America anymore. A staff member took us back to the vegetable garden. There, they grow all kinds of vegetables to prepare for serving during our meals on the premises. One of the older staff members would build a fire each evening for the guests to sit around. He would handle the burning embers without gloves. He was one tough guy. The next morning, our entire group attended a welcome briefing and orientation by our OAT group leader, Sultan. On a Sunday morning, we unexpectedly stopped at a church service on Moivaro Road. The truth is, my eyes got a little moist, realizing that Christ was being proclaimed clearly around the world. Amen. Shortly after, we drove into Arusha downtown to perhaps pick up some incidentals. Thereafter, for our learning and discovery experience, we visited a small business dedicated to making filters that would supply the indigent population with clean drinking water. derived from filthy, disgusting water that even their animals would lie in, urinate in, and likely defecate in. Because of donations from others, these filters would likely be free to the residents. Next, we had lunch at a nearby Arusha local restaurant. The chef would demonstrate the preparation of some of the dishes and then have us try our luck at them. And then, of course, we would sit down and try to eat them. At the Albino Peacemaker Center, we learned witch doctors would require illegal body parts from living albinos to work their magic to benefit their clients. Sultan thought it would be a good idea to stop at a local bar to speak to the locals cold turkey. It got awkward when one elderly waitress told me that she loved me. Yeah, everybody laughed. It was a special treat to make not one but 2 stops over the entire trip at the Cultural Heritage Center.
45 minutes to be in this area, and always people will come back they'll say time is not enough. But because of our schedule, we cannot stay longer.
Once inside the building, there's so much to see that it is hard to take it all in. Certainly there is every kind of souvenir you can imagine, many crafted by African artisans. The building itself is an architectural jewel, metaphorically. The view you're looking at is on the 2nd floor. There is also a basement floor, and all 3 floors have enormous amounts of inventory. Back at the Cultural Center, all kinds of eclectic artwork. An enormous atrium connects all 3 floors. We talked to the owner, who had spent a great deal of time in New York City, and in building the art center he was inspired by the Guggenheim Museum, which you will see the similarities in the photos. This is the owner, who was also inspired to build the Heritage Center. He revealed that most of the funding that allowed him to build the center came from his worldwide sales of the mineral and gemstone tanzanite. He is an expert jeweler as well and knows everything there is to know about tanzanite. From there, we drove south out of Arusha. Our goal was to reach Tarangire National Park by around lunchtime to have a sack lunch at the visitor center. I took a few pictures of the local businesses along the way. Once we got to the visitor center, we took a few pictures, looked around a little bit, especially at the big termite mound, and over at the boneyard display.
Oh, that's fantastic, sir. There, you see that?
Video, but that's what I got. Hey, bud. Hey.
You see the one up there in the tree?
Hey. And then went to the picnic tables to open our sack lunches. And who would be waiting for us there? If you guessed every type of bird in Tanzania, why, you would win the grand prize. Suddenly appear every time I am near. Wait a minute, I'm in Africa, for crying out loud. Anyway, once we drove into the park, the images, ambient sounds, and the occasional narration should drive the story forward.
So maybe these on the ground are older over there on the other side, and the bigger ones are dropping. Yeah, see if they
Elephants are coming out.
There's some more of that.
I wish they'd come just a little closer.
It's beautiful back there. Beautiful scene.
What's going on, boys? A couple of them were getting into a little tussle there for a second.
The stripes of zebra look alike, but it is different, like human fingerprint. And the zebras, they have
Zebra caravan.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, guys, I'm ready to go. Straight ahead.
Do something. Oh, he's doing something.
No, not yet.
He's
over
not
there.
doing anything. He just stood, once I started doing video, he just,
Yeah, like
hey buddy.
human being. Just like human being.
Oh, look at that. It's in between the two. It's coming out.
Okay.
Oh, here.
Pull it.
Leaving the park late in the afternoon, we passed by an open market on the roadside as we headed for the Lake Burunge Lodge. If you can understand Swahili, you may learn how to pick up some good bargaining tips.
Sorry, I'm listening. Good day today. Getting out of the sun. Okay.
It was a very good day.
No, it was excellent.
Our first impression of the Lake Burunge permanent tented lodge was one of amazement.
What did he call those?
As was the case of our first lodging in Arusha, the location was beautiful, overlooking Lake Burunge. Considering its remote location, the layout of the structures was well conceived, and wild animals such as giraffes, elephants, monkeys, dik-diks, and about every other creature could conceivably walk right up to our permanent tent at night or day, for that matter. Our back porch overlooked the lake. A look inside revealed very adequate sleeping quarters, bed canopies that were netted to keep out insects, our windows were screened, and we had vanity, toilet, and shower facilities up to the standards of us pampered Americans. Way out in the distance there is Lake Burunge. And there are wild animals right out here between our little place, our lodge, and that lake. I swear, I think the black-faced monkey came up on the porch, sat within 4 feet of me just to check out who the new tourist was. And this little dik-dik did the very same thing. And this one spied on us from the bush during our power walk. The monkeys, they all hang out like they own the joint, which perhaps they probably do. and the staff all treated us like kings, serving up wonderful meals and put on a wonderful celebration when one of us had a birthday. The very next morning, we were back at Tarangire Park again, looking for wildlife to photograph or video.
The red bat, those are females. They have that way of walking.
He's going to cross the road, maybe. May, I doubt it. He's going to turn direct.
The road if you did. Like everything else, huh?
Everything is across the road.
Has 2 toes, couple both.
It's a hoof. Yes.
2 toes, couple both. Riding foot.
Doesn't he have a buddy? A lot of zebra. Zebra stripes are slightly different for every zebra, just like our fingerprints.
Stripes of zebras look alike, but
It is a typical protective measure for zebras to pair up in a head-to-rump position. After leaving the park, we spent a few minutes with a basket maker.
I would like to know their names. Unaitwa nani? Her name is Flora.
The pot is boiling a colored dye for the basket material, as you can see on these coasters.
Rebecca, she has 4 kids.
And while the ladies are looking at the baskets, little children from the school come down the road. With smiley faces, they look so happy to see us. The grandparent in us just prodded us to want to connect with them. That's it. Juggle. 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 You have to do it like this. You have to learn to do it like that first.
Okay. So discovery. You see these catfish, some of them they are still alive.
With their belly slit open hanging there. I felt was a bit barbaric. The next activity of the afternoon was to visit a tribal family in the small village they lived in, about 1 mile or so from our Lake Burunge lodge. The father introduced us to his family, showed us their yard and their home as well. Their door was a mere blanket hanging over the open entrance, and the interior was modest to say the least, but they had all they needed. Soon after, we met other members of their community, and they quickly demonstrated some tribal dances and traditions. We made a brief stop at the woodcarvers for a possible souvenir. And the next morning, as the sun rose, we pulled up beside a large baobab tree. It was so photographically inviting that we took multiple pictures of individuals, couples, and the whole group. Baobab trees have thick trunks that can store thousands of liters of water, allowing them to survive long periods of drought. These trees are among the longest living plants, with some specimens estimated to be thousands of years old. We stopped briefly at a small restaurant with a lady out front making bread. Her hands moved swiftly and automatically, making 25 or 30 flatbreads, while Sultan explained the intricacies of her business to us. The Maasai tribe is one of 128 different tribes in Tanzania. They still hold on to many of their traditions and customs that go back literally thousands of years. A Maasai man's wealth is measured in how many cows he owns. He may need multiple wives to help with the cows. A significant gruesome practice they still hold on to is adolescent male circumcision as well as female genital mutilation. Pictured here, the leader is shown with his 3 wives. This speeded up clip shows a group of Maasai men building a fire from rubbing sticks against a wood block. It took nearly a minute, so I sped up the video here.
Amazing. Excellent, good job.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Next, a group of Maasai women sat our group in a circle and then proceeded to help us assemble our own beaded bracelets. Wonderful interaction experience. There was a special moment when the second Maasai wife asked where my wife was. I told her she was sick out in the Jeep, and she took it upon herself and a small entourage of women went out to the Jeep to comfort my wife and give her a couple of bracelets. We arrived at the Tloma Lodge in Karatu in the late afternoon. We found it to be a very beautiful, secluded resort, a haven surrounded by wooded gardens. My wife kept getting sicker, and because we were leaving for the Serengeti early in the next morning, we made the decision to take her to the emergency room at about 9 p.m. that evening. A nice Dr. Leonard ran several tests on her that night, and by morning had given or prescribed several medications that would hopefully help her once we reached the Serengeti. We had a washroom stop right where the entrance signs to the Serengeti Park are located. Mary Martha was feeling a little better from the medication and was able to get a picture with me at the entrance sign. About 2 hours later, we arrived at our tented camp. These are our cabins, or actually our tents. And they're really well constructed tents. They have like a vinyl flooring or some kind of a canvasy vinyl. And there's the main lunch and meal area, common area, and then other units. All of our tents are solar powered, as well as the main dining area that gives us the electricity for the lights. If you'll notice, behind each cabin there are buckets hanging high. That is our shower water. They'll put hot water in right before we get in the shower so that we can actually have a fairly warm shower. This is the inside of our tent. I think I've already taken this picture once. Toilet back there, shower inside here. The facilities were very livable. These zip-down flaps allowed plenty of light into the living spaces during the day. But at night, when the flaps were zipped up, there was a feeling of isolation. The solar-powered lighting was a little dim, and you could hear the sound of animals occasionally just outside the tent through the night. After sunup, the creepy sounds faded away and everything seemed normal again. The staff prepared meals in the kitchen, and they took care of all our needs. Out of curiosity, I went over to the kitchen tent and I checked inside. As in Tarangire Park, in the Serengeti, the focus will be more on the visual, and narration will be only for necessity. I've been a little dust I'm going to throw on my back here. They got me.
I'll just spray him from the church.
She knows these Jeeps aren't going to hurt her.
We noticed this lioness has a cub up in those rocks. Throughout our days in the Serengeti, we noticed maybe thousands of gazelles. They seem to be everywhere in the park, and there is little doubt that they are right near the bottom of the food chain. A group of lions were in the tall grass, keeping an eye on the elephant herd out there, when unexpectedly one of the lionesses decided to come right out on the road with our jeeps to get some shade. Seemed very strange to me. There we go. That's good. Just don't jump up on top of this thing. Look at here. He's right here. Under us. We don't want to run over. You having some gas? Look like we're having some gas.
Stay right there, guys.
He's just looking at us like we're just some kind of shade.
Wow. She's massive.
It's a she. Yeah.
She is massive. Up against our vehicle.
I dropped my phone and I ain't going to be able to get it.
Wow.
Okay. Pretty good deal. I'm just trying to get out of the sun. Mary Martha, be careful.
Be careful, please.
There's Mary Martha looking out the window right on top of this female lion. Kitty, 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 kitty. Okay, just ease, watch out.
Nope. Nope, she's not moved yet.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait. Oh, no.
There we go. Well, that was pretty good. She's going to follow us. She's right here behind us, following us.
She wants to shake her. She's going to go next.
Yeah, I'm just going to get about a 5 or 6 second shot. Just
Is that the store? The white one, they're right in front of you almost, Joel.
This one?
No, the white one almost in front of you.
Next, we came upon a pair of lions, where the male lion followed the female lion everywhere she went. And I believe it began to pester her as far as we could tell. And we think she finally had just about enough of it. That was good to get on. She's like, could you leave me alone? I haven't woke up yet. She's like going up, okay, this way, that way. Could you please
Just saying, make up your mind.
give me some space? And off they went. Yeah, I'm getting them. They're back in the distance, yeah. Hey, bud. Now giraffes, they really are strange creatures. They look specifically designed to just eat out of the treetops. But to watch them walk with their eloquent gait, connotes a majestic image of royalty over these grasslands. Every couple of hours or so, our guides would take us to the nearest restroom facility within the vast Serengeti Park. It just so happened a large contingent of mongooses were foraging around the visitor center.
It's okay. I'm just going this way. Let's get these guys. These are mongooses. Digging a little hole. These guys I startled a second ago, and they were just waiting to see if I was coming after them or not.
This lioness that was in the middle of the road,
You don't see them like that usually, where they, yeah, take my photo, please.
turns out she had some wounds to lick.
He's getting up. And they're gone. Might take a poop. Scratching off its back legs.
I'm tired.
What else can
I did too. Okay. Did you see that one man right there open the mouth and do that? Oh, yeah, I think.
Just like a cat.
Yeah.
Licking the fur off.
Yeah, she has a wound, doesn't she? Yeah.
Really, I haven't seen the wound part. If there is,
She's looking. You see that?
wow, cats do that though. They just lick. Maybe she's got to fight with another lion. Got a good bite there, or a tooth scratched across it. It's just like we're not even here. I don't know how much of it, you know. She won't even look at us. It's like she's just looking off at it.
This one.
Hey! Not loud enough. Okay. She's thinking about moving around.
Anyway, she seemed to be moaning or calling out. and another restroom stop at the airstrip. Now I'm going to lick my paws. And he's got a good spot there. Back at the camp, there was this bird. He could sing it all. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's where the migration is also.
Wanasoma hii michezo, wanaona kwamba huyu
We're Danish still.
We ain't in America anymore.
Do you see this eagle is here, very close? To the left.
Yeah, he is.
And he will be a boy.
That'd be a good one.
Because he is isolated because of competition.
This is one of the better views we had of hyenas. This one was solitary, but many times they will hang out in packs. There were many different types of acacia trees. Most all of them had thorns. Since they are foreign to us in America, they make a very impressive landscape, dotting the terrain. I don't like the looks of that at all.
I don't either.
You guys, I'm serious.
Oh no. I don't like it either.
Apparently we're going over it.
Worse than the balloon ride.
Oh my God.
The boards were bouncing and shifting around, but apparently our drivers thought it was safe enough.
And you see this one?
The bird, the black
Lion.
It's nice to have a four-wheel drive out here when you need one.
There you go. Thank you.
Enjoy the creation of God. Starting early in the morning.
Our last morning there, we came across a cheetah and its offspring. Mother was letting the youngster play around a bit. We thought this might be the thrill of our day.
Kids are kids, no matter which species. Do you see?
Oh.
It's reminding me when I get back home.
I took this picture of a very attentive adult gazelle about 150 yards away watching the cheetahs.
6 o'clock.
She's kind of moving in that direction, but I imagine she's just
thinking
Here
about
comes
it.
the cub.
Should I or shouldn't I? Is it worth the effort?
Are we hungry?
I got a baby.
Here comes the baby. Nope.
Mm.
Oh, she's gonna flop down. Oh, she just flopped down. Changed her mind.
Yeah, I'm not really going to chase that.
We go back a little bit to get to this position.
Oh, here comes the baby. Oh,
there is a gazelle.
close.
She got it.
Oh,
He got it. We see a kill.
It's like,
oh.
Do you see? Take a picture.
I don't think I got it.
well, it's hard to do while we're
Stop.
moving.
I can
Take
take a video.
Take pictures. Take pictures.
Apparently, the mother gazelle had hidden her baby in the tall grass.
If this Jeep doesn't get in my way.
Stop motion shows the split second right here.
Oh.
The mother sees the baby gazelle.
Oh,
There is a gazelle.
close.
She got it.
Oh.
He got it. We see a kill.
It's like,
Oh my God. Oh.
At this point, the baby gazelle is still alive.
Do you not believe him? We got that. I already killed it. She's gonna hold it on the neck. That's better.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that breaks my heart. I know they have to have their food.
I know. That's
I know they have to teach the young, but it's tough.
You have to teach the young.
Just put it
How
out
to
if it's concerning.
Yeah, but that just breaks my heart.
In less than 1 minute, we saw a hyena come trotting over the ridge, apparently looking for an easy meal. It must have been alerted by either smell of blood or maybe those birds squawking. Hyenas, being both stout and muscular, can sometimes run a smaller cheetah away from its kill. In any event, the mother cheetah was acutely aware and focused and watched the hyena the entire time while her youngster had a meal. After that early morning experience, it felt like anything else would be icing on the cake. So we were headed off for an area in the park where possible leopards and or even endangered rhinos might be found.
We're not desperate.
I'm good.
On the way, we stopped off briefly near a large body of shallow water with flamingos present.
I don't know what I've got there, but I was trying to shoot that direction, maybe be out of
It was indeed the largest body of water by far that I had seen in the Serengeti. In a nearby mudflat, we saw an ibis bird hiding among the reeds.
going, okay, so where's the leopard?
Several jeeps hovered around a particular tree. Turns out there was a dead gazelle up in the tree. Leopards have a practice of stashing their kills up in the trees. Just 300 yards from the dead gazelle, this leopard was spotted and nicely photographed by one of our group. I really don't think National Geographic could have done any better. We paid a visit to the park's Rhino Ranger's office. They are responsible for protecting the endangered rhinos from poachers who would kill them just for their horns. Literally just yards away are some ancient rock paintings depicting an eland and some giraffes thought to be involved in some possible religious ceremonies from a long time ago.
Suitable trees, if I were.
Alright, I got him.
After 4 days, we had our photos, videos, and our memories of the Serengeti, and that would have to do. We said our final farewells to the inhabitants of the grasslands and would begin the long journey back to more civilized territory. It was a Sunday morning, and Jamal referenced if I knew Lionel Richie's song, Easy Like Sunday Morning.
And this is how something gone right is.
Easy schmeezy.
We're going pretty fast.
This trip gives new meaning to the term Rough Riders. This is a stretch just outside the official Serengeti gate, going for Ngorongoro initially. Long road, bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. There was something scenic to me around this little grove of acacia trees. And before you knew it, we had left the Serengeti and were entering the Ngorongoro district. The volcanic crater is conveniently on the way back to Karatu. This is Ngorongoro Crater. Volcanic crater is 20 miles wide in diameter. I've heard anywhere from 12 miles to 20 miles across. I'm not sure which it is. The shallow Lake Magadi is in the floor of the crater. We're down at the bottom on the ground level of the caldera in the Ngorongoro Crater. Here. Ngorongoro Crater is named after the resonant sound of cattle bells once filling its expanse. The volcano's rim towers 2,000 feet above the caldera floor. Got some hippos out of the water over there. Lake Magadi is home to a variety of creatures. It is relatively shallow and features hippos, flamingos, and many other waterfowl. Hippo and flamingo. Seeing lions in the wild always carries a certain amount of excitement. But we had seen several already on the trip. And most of the time, lions are conserving energy by resting for long periods. Because when they simply must catch something to survive, they can sprint all out for short distances to catch their prey. But then they quickly get worn out for a while afterward. Okay, guys. Baboons to the rescue. Our ascent out of the crater meant we were headed for the Tloma Lodge again in Karatu to stay 2 nights. In going from the wild into a beautiful semi-populated setting, we would begin to decompress from being out in the savannah. When we were here for the one night, almost a week earlier, we didn't have that long to look these beautiful grounds over, and Mary Martha was getting sick that night as well. So this time, I got to walk the grounds over and check out the property more thoroughly.
Oh, she's probably doing my flowers.
Enjoy the zen. Here behind the swimming pool is actually rows and rows of coffee plants, which I'm sure that they produce. Goes all the way around the swimming pool. Downhill from the swimming pool and the lodge, lobby, office, and all that. See, and way off in the distance, to blow it up, there's some kind of a garden back there. Garden back here, different types of vegetables, and I'm not close enough to really see what they are. I'm trying to get a little closer. All the way up the hill to the different rooms, which are each in little cabins. Up the hill, way back up there.
Stepping over it. Look at my feet.
These ants will bite you. If you kill one, they produce a chemical that alerts the others to come to the rescue, I guess. And they will bite the heck out of you if you stay around.
Yeah, they're busy doing. They have some business.
You know, they've got like a bunch of them are built up on the outside of that line. I don't know what they're doing.
Maybe they got some food.
Like they got a pile of them, and then the ones in the middle.
I don't know. Some are going that way, some are going this way. I don't know what they are doing.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Every place we stayed, the staff was like this, especially if one of us had a birthday. A few in our group ventured out the front gate of Tloma Lodge and explored around a little. There, they got to see what the local life was like out on Gibbs Farm Road.
you have a chair or we miss one chair? Let me bring another chair.
We might miss two.
One.
The next full day, we visited a local primary school and got to meet the kids and the teachers.
1, 2, start.
And then we were allowed to interact with them for just a little bit together at their desk. They were just learning English in the 4th and 5th grade, so it was a little bit hard to communicate. But they were such beautiful children. It must be a custom to stick your thumb up when somebody photographs you. After our classroom experience, we walked around the facilities and buildings. We noticed that also their educational materials were worn and tattered. And we noticed that their kitchen was so small.
What's this building?
As we were leaving, they lined up to say goodbye to us. Shortly afterward, we were taken into Karatu to go to the daily market and to try to negotiate prices for some vegetables for lunch to take to the family visit shortly thereafter. Our group visited a non-traditional family who happened to run a dairy farm. We met the farmer and his family. We had a question and answer session, and he let us walk through his home, and they prepared a late lunch meal for us while we were there. He showed us various facets of how he keeps his small dairy farm operation going. Shanga is a venture that employs various disabled people who can use their talents to create beautiful artwork and artistic items for sale. There's no doubt these people appreciate being given the opportunity to do something useful. The glass blowers make all kinds of colored artsy items that are displayed all over the outside of the premises, and also are sold in the gift shop. An extremely top-notch restaurant, the beautiful Arusha Coffee Lodge, is right next door to Shanga. That is where we had lunch. It's right behind me. Following a gourmet-style lunch, we were driven to the airport a few hours later for a 9:25 p.m. flight.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa Kenya yetu, hakuna matata.